Well, I think there's a really important difference with water compared with, for example, oil or energy sources in general. And, water, a couple of very fundamental things. One is that water is the basis of life. Water is life. The second important thing is that it's finite. So even though it falls from the sky, it's renewable, it's finite. There's only so much that's made available through the water cycle every year in any given place. And the third thing is that there are no substitutes for it. So we'll be in the midst of an important transition away from fossil fuels toward, hopefully, solar energy and wind power and so on. But there's no transitioning away from water. Fresh water is all we've got. There's no substitutes for all these uses. And so the fact that it's the basis of life, it's finite, and there are no substitutes means that we really have to learn to live within the limits of this supply. And I think that's it's a very broad societal challenge. Because it's much more than an environmental issue, because if you think about water, we use it for agriculture, it grows our food, it makes every product that we use every day. We need water to make clothes and computers and cars, and virtually everything that we use requires water to make. And then the third thing is it's necessary to drink, and so we need to meet those basic needs, not only for ourselves but for our neighbors and for our neighboring countries. And so the issue of sharing water among each other and with the natural world is really critical. And our policies and approaches have really been all about acquiring more and more, rather than living within these limits in a more equitable way. The important thing, too, to realize is that energy and water are very tightly linked. That it takes a lot of energy to deliver water to wherever it's going. It takes a lot of water to pump it out of the earth, or to divert it out of a river, or to move it from one place to another, from Northern California to Southern California, from the Yangtze River Basin in China up to the Yellow River Basin, as they're doing. It takes a lot of energy to find water, to move water, to treat water, to deliver water. And so to the extent we conserve water, we're also conserving energy. So if we're concerned about both water and energy, well, to the extent we save water, we're saving energy. To the extent we save energy, we're saving water, because it also takes water to produce energy. So they're very, very tightly linked. And so the win-win in all this is that to the extent we can save either one, we're saving the other, so that solutions can be magnified that way.